Hi, my name is Paul Pasulka, Ivy Masters Learning Center at ivymasters.com. Today we're going to look at Test 1, Section 4, number 24, which reads, which of the following is the equation of a circle in the xy plane with center 0, 4 and a radius with endpoints 4/3, 5. First, I'd like to give a shout out to my Tuesday 6 to 8 class. This is your question, and I'm going to show you a shortcut after I show you the process. It's a good idea to know the process. The standard form for circles, x minus h quantity squared plus y minus k quantity squared equals r squared. And in this form, x comma y equal to endpoints. So in other words, if you have a circle, those are going to be the points on the circle. And then h comma k is the center, and r is the radius. It's equals radius. Okay, it's a little messy. So if we take and plug into that original equation, so my endpoints in place of x, I'm going to put 4/3, and because this is my x, y, and this is my h and my k. Okay, so 4/3 minus my h, which is 0, quantity squared, plus my y, which is 5, minus my k, which is 4, quantity squared, equals r squared. And here what I wind up with is 4/3 squared plus 1 squared equals r squared. 4/3 squared, if you had to do this on no calc math, all you do is square the top, you get 16, square the bottom, you get 9, plus 1 squared is 1, so I need a common denominator when I add, so it's going to be 9 over 9 equals r squared. Then what I get is 25 over 9. Remember, when you add fractions, you add the top, you keep the bottom, equals r squared. And then most students would take the square root of both sides to get your radius, but keep in mind, in the standard form, if you look at the top of your screen, r squared is isolated. 25 over 9 should be isolated. Based on that, I could get rid of answer choices C and D, because you can see my radius is 25 over 9. And then even if we look at this step right here, you could see that it's minus 4 for your k, and so, you know, the answer is A. Okay, so that is how it would go. A little bit longer of a way, but now what we're going to do is we're going to look at a possible shortcut here. So if you see that, if you just look at your answer choices, knowing that in standard form for a circle, x minus h quantity squared plus y minus k quantity squared equals r squared. R squared is isolated. Think of how the test makers are going to think. They're going to put the radius alone on the right side instead of r squared. So the correct answer is probably going to be one of the other answer choices squared. 9 over 25 is not there, but 25 over 3, but 25 over 9 is there. So this squared is in these two answer choices. So it's probably not going to be C or D, it's probably going to be A or B. Now, besides that, just keeping in mind the center, you'd have x squared, because your h is 0 there, plus, and it'd be y, and remember it's minus k, so it's minus 4 quantity squared. So once again, your answer is A. Mark it, move on. Thank you for joining us today. If you like this video, click like, share it with someone who has trouble with circle problems, which is pretty much everyone. If you have a question on any PSAT or SAT or ACT, leave it in the comments. I'd be happy to cover it. And click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Have a great day, everyone.